Season between a couple of power conference schools.
It absolutely is one of the first power conference matchups that we've seen this early season so far. And again, a good one with first-year coach figure out how they can score, where they can get points from against this Wake Forest defense. And again, give Wake Forest a lot of credit, as that's a tough shot. Throw a couple monkey wrenches in the opponent's arsenal, because right now they're playing a bit undermanned.
Boy, that's a terrific looking setup and finish.
To give Wake a little more breathing room.
Well, Appleby can score, as we talked about. He put 37 on Bowling Green his sophomore year at Cleveland State. 17.6 assists per game. American Studies. So he comes into this year with over 15. And anyhow, in this day and age, all these definitions that we grew up with are all being blurred. This positionless basketball.
But that we
Bad play by Roberts, left his feet, nowhere to go, gets bailed out, and an open three from the corner by Jason.
Experience from Williamson, knowing the shot clock is going down, but recognizing how much time he has. Offensive team.
Hildreth, a lot of dribbling, finds the cutter, no, it's knocked away. Nicely done by Holt defensively.
No one stopping the basketball right now.
Nice looking footwork by Braylon Bridges.
I've also seen your photos of you, doing your replica Larry Bird at the Boston Garden. So I'll give you credit.
You got a good memory.
Now, if they get that one, and LaSalle, I count the A-10 as a power conference. I mean, whatever it is in the first half, you can multiply it by 2. That's what you should end up with.
At least. Long two.
On the run with Roberts. Here's McBride again, a native of Augusta. Mirambo shows out high. Dogs working the perimeter with Oquindo. A double against Anselm. Open three. Roberts got it. This is the game against Wake Forest. Rolled his ankle in the season open.
Yeah, absolutely. M.A. Monker's going to be a big player.
Oh, Anselm. Alley-oop. 10-0.
One of my old coaches used to always tell me, taking charges isn't just by incident, it's a skill. So seeing Jackson there take three is not by incident. He's a guy that commits to it, gets his body in play.
He's kicking himself. Here's Juice Holt finding Roberts with a head fake. It's cut off by Mirambo. McBride for three. It's good. Georgia is taking and making from distance. 15 on Georgia.
Yeah, not a good sign. They're definitely going to have to guard. And he's been a guy who's been able to get it going here in the last few minutes.
Roberts, Holt at the buzzer. Good. The arc misfires. Miami fell behind 10-0, and Georgia with another hot start here in the second half. Billy Smith whistled for his second as Roberts starts.
So they have to work a little harder to get to their screening action faster.
Holt for Roberts with a head fake. Nice move, and he's fouled on the lead. 3 more field goals and 1 more he's going to need for Roberts to have a terrific season if the Dogs give Georgia a big lift.
Yeah. Big time, and they've rebounded well, but I think they've realized now that, there we go, a great drive.
With a smaller lineup here. Anselm with the screen. 3-guard look. Roberts left corner 3. That's good.
Minimum some energy here, trying to create some energy.
Shoot, well under 5.
Frank Anselm doing a great job getting an extra possession there.
Roberts, floater, no, but a foul, and Georgia going back to the line. Larry, 2 off his career best with 26 points, and Roberts.
Both of them decided to turn it up down the stretch. About 90% early.
Midcourt with 11. Jump pass tip. Georgia's got a steal, and the game is in hand for the Bulldogs. Roberts bouncing. 4 seconds to go, and the whistle blows. New York. And Roberts 6 points against UTEP a year ago, and now he's got 22, a new Georgia high. 2.8 to go. He's got to run this one out. Mabry heaves it from midcourt. No good, and Georgia
up here. In the Space Coast, Roberts high up off the glass, and a bucket with the basketball. Shot missed from outside. 3 minutes gone in the opening half. A little feeling out process, you think, between these two?
Roberts is so good.
Man.
Roberts reject the ball screen is they usually get downhill easier. Most defenses only prepare for when you come off the ball screen, not for when chaos happens.
Well, I tell you what, Terry Roberts has come to
The best scoring guards in the country. Roberts for Georgia. He's going to become one of the best guards in the SEC.
Look at Roberts attracting a lot of attention, and he gets back for the big block on the defensive end. Window driving and scoring. Playing fearlessly out there despite that sore knee.
Your players as well to come back, but in Mike White's case, he had to convince Oquindo to stay.
Oh, look at Roberts. How did that come out of there? Abdul Rahim off the back iron, and another offensive board. Still can't find the way that, well, they are dominated the offensive glass.
No question. And Coach Lang's getting substitutions right now because there isn't a single post player for St. Joseph's that is boxing out.
Long look from three, and this one finally does go down. Right now is a big difference.
St. Joseph's can't get any good looks at a three because of how good Georgia's defense is, and they are not converting easy bunnies around the rim.
They swing around to Hill right now. Roberts with 10 to shoot. Down low, and a foul is committed by Fleming.
Fundamentally sound defensive play.
Roberts kicking it outside. Abdul Rahim, another one.
Halftime, Steve Lapis, Shelvin Mack trying to carry John Rothstein in studio.
I'm telling you, Evan Washburn, the quarterback of that crew, he's got his hands full. And Roberts, and that's what they're doing. Now they're back to within 11. Once trailed by as many as 23. Oquindo with a floater. 1-on-1 against Brown. Dishing it inside and scoring is Moncrief. Now into the hands of Roberts. 3 to shoot. Moncrief inside and outside it goes. A 3 to beat the shot clock by Hill. Gets the hoop. And a quick foul.
A number of transfers in the portal. And if there was any indication tonight,
The shot clock has been turned off. And Georgia will advance to the championship game in the beach bracket of the Green Light Sunshine Slam tomorrow at 4 o'clock against the UAB Blazers.
Have not shot it well from behind the arc. As I say it, they buried the jumper. There's Terry Roberts.
Good quick closeout by Struthers.
Roberts, little floater in the lane is good. Takeaway by Georgia. Lindsey back the other way, and he'll lay it up and in. The youngster out of Denton, Texas, averaging almost 7 a game, and a timeout taken by ETSU.
Tournament, and he said more confidence on offense. Maybe we're seeing some of that here today.
Here's Roberts all the way in for the throwdown.
I think it confuses the post defender. Do I come up? Do I stay back?
Oquindo off the front of the rim and got a friendly roll. Roberts. Oquindo, he'll line up a 3.
Watch out. Watch out.
Roberts, 3 on the shot clock, little step back, and it's good. That's a 2-pointer. Georgia's lead is 5. Oquindo off to Roberts. Nice move to the basket for Justin Hill, the junior transfer from Longwood. Oquindo got it.
Schedule to toughen them up for Georgia. A win tonight would match the Bulldogs' win total from all of last season. And it is time to go on the final day of November. Best time of year in sports. And Georgia controls that tip. The front sliding into Oquindo's spot. Bridges with the left hand. And Juice Holt chasing it down.
You see coaches talk all the time about his energy, and you see it getting him extra possession. And Terry Roberts right there with the 3.
Nice move, the high kiss. Theory, it's tipped, twice won't go. And Georgia with the ball and a 5-0 lead. Hampton, they're kicking themselves, missed a crack there. Here's Holt for 3, good. You know what? You eat your vegetables, you get the sugar. He had the hustle down, offensive board, and now he knocks down the...
So he should be extremely proud of himself, and I know the Dogs are happy to have him out there. He's an experienced player that certainly can contribute.
Now, Coach Joyner not going to like that as Ingram knocks it down.
There he is, getting in there early. And he's not shy about a 7th-year player experience.
And how about Braylon Bridges? That's his 3rd defensive rebound.
That's good to see. I know that's a guy that the coaching staff. There we go. Jalen Ingram, number 2.
Raheem. Talk about a guy with a nice stroke. McBride, the lefty. Bang! And Georgia's take it and make it from distance. Hill taking it in. Great kick out for Roberts. Step back triple. Yes! Georgia from downtown, little Lionel Richie all night long. Again, Hampton has played a very difficult schedule, but Coach Joyner said he wanted to toughen this team up. Here's Bridges going in strong. Yes! And 1.
This non-conference season, continue to get better as they go into SEC play.
Roberts hits the runner. Ingram, 3 threes in the first half. Great story. Pull up Jay from Roberts at the buzzer, and that's the final nail in the coffin. 1 second, and that's the ball game. Georgia has defeated Hampton University 73-54. And in college hoops, where you got so many newcomers with the portal and true freshmen, all kinds of different methods to get players in now. A couple of veterans, Bridges and Ingram, who were in the program last year, showing the way tonight.
Here, 2 threes right out the gate. Going to be aggressive this afternoon rather.
Mike White wanting a little more oomph out of his guys there from the bench.
Chattanooga's working really, really hard to disturb some of these post-ups from Bridges and Moncrief.
Yeah, Roberts will answer as Terry Roberts with the 3 cuts the lead. And Georgia will come away with it. Georgia does not have numbers. But that won't stop Kerry Oquendo.
It's a good move there by Oquendo, getting under control.
Keep the contest here for the Mocs.
And still a clean game thus far. Only 7 total fouls, 8 total turnovers for both teams. Fairly clean game.
Bridges.
That looks a lot like the last game. Braylon Bridges just able to, just a steady player. Able to get a quick pop back 3 there. And again, Chattanooga continues to shoot it well. 9 for 19 thus far from 3.
Underneath for Roberts.
Good cut there by Terry Roberts. Jalen, good sign early for the Mocs. And looks like we will have to wait long to see part 2.
Bridges, that one has worked all night.
Start here with a quick 5. And I wouldn't be surprised to see more Jake Stevens. Great basket there, Kerry Oquendo.
Holt. Here's Roberts.
Trying to manufacture some energy. It's a great play. It's a play to manufacture their own energy. And right now it's going in opposite direction.
Floater in the lane. That'll fall Terry Roberts.
Very nice, trying to intentionally find Terry.
Contested, knocked away. Georgia will come down with it. Braylon Bridges. Contested in the lane, put it in.
Jake Stevens is out there with 3 as well.
Ball movement, that one knocked away. Georgia able to maintain possession. Oquendo.
Put it in. Kerry Oquendo, his best game so far this season. He's contributions out of Moncrief.
Moncrief makes the second half-court shot, throws up off the iron. And Georgia remains undefeated here in Athens, 7-0 in Stegman Coliseum. A 9-3 mark now on the season with a 72-65 victory.
Georgia is going to have to battle that glass to stay in this game. We know Auburn's a good team. Everyone has a question mark about this Bulldog team. Only the 4th time in history that they've won 10 games before the new year.
Yeah, well, Terry Roberts,
Doesn't really know anything about that. He transfers in. He's been a
Kessler came over, became an all-league player, drafted, went to the NBA.
Matthew Alexander Moncrief. I mean, he's
in their way in the offense. Guys shooting the ball a little bit better.
All right, so it's Georgia 9, Janai Broome 7. He's got all 7 after the triple.
Good thing it was your idea to feature. Wow!
Terry Roberts. High flying.
Saturday was really fun on those two games.
Well, TCU, the 2 pick sixes, I mean, you do that, you got a good chance of winning. And the Georgia comeback was incredible. Here's Abdur Rahim, swishes the 3. And so can the Dogs go back-to-back? Instead, right over his outstretched right arm. With 4 to shoot, Roberts skips into the paint and draws the foul. So the senior from North Amateur, good news, so he's back out there.
I don't mean this in a...
You want a pair of those, by the way? About $1.50 will get you.
He's left-handed, one bounce. He didn't force anything. That looked good.
Simple move, but he gets the job done. Roberts right to the rack.
We haven't said enough about Terry Roberts. He
on the floor, you see it there. Now Georgia had that big lead. It was up 21-10. Yet its lead is shrunk to 1. And no longer. Terry Roberts is starting to make a larger impact in the
transfer portal world with it we live in, and get comfortable with the coach and what the coach wants and needs from you as a player.
Roberts rises from about 10, tap back in, that's pure. Frank Anselm with the left hand. Points of the game for Auburn, yet nothing since. Oquindo starting to size up Berman, lets it fly, and he puts it in. Kerry Oquindo now on the move. Oquindo lost it on the way up. Anselm got his hands on it. Shot clock is off with 20 seconds. Roberts wants it. Nearly stolen, and Roberts gets it in an unconventional fashion. 13 seconds to go. Mike White.
Good matchup. They'll continue to move Bridges around in the post to see if they can find him some looks.
Roberts' man got screened. They try the reverse. Tap back in. That's Bridges underneath. Georgia, the national championship game on Monday. TCU, that dream season continues for the Horned Frogs. Meanwhile, Georgia on the hardwood tonight. Boy, they have played well. Now offensively shooting around 45% from the floor. Well, so you alluded to this. Broome hit his first 2. He's missed the last 2 from deep. Georgia on the move. Roberts soaring to the rim, is headed to the free throw line for a pair.
And tell him this is all I did. I give Terry Roberts credit.
Straight up. Roberts, though, makes him pay.
He has had a put back to Bridges.
Deep post catch. Bridges, look who cuts. It's Moncrief.
Excellent,
well done.
Excellent cut. Bridges on the post. Even though he's not scored, they still go back to it.
Roberts had the mismatch out to Hill, rises.
Nice.
4-3.
Nice pass. Feet. He's chasing his own ball.
Look, they're already mad at you for picking TCU earlier,
that's fine.
okay? So here's Roberts on the run out. And Georgia's back 11. It matches its largest lead of the night. Oh, another giveaway. And Mike White is going to be asking for the whistle. And so Jalen Williams was the one.
Players have we seen in the transfer portal be successful. The guys coming in were in before and can deliver at the SEC level mixed in with better.
Move him out of Oquindo's way to inbound it. We got 5 seconds to get it across the timeline now. Roberts barges through, splits a pair, knocks right into Moore. Moore is whistled for the blocking foul. So Roberts
could step through.
Third 20-point game for Roberts.
Front Nick Honor, who no one talks about. He's the transfer from Clemson. He runs the whole show. We have seen the success. We've seen the success of some of the new coaches in the league. Mike White's not new to the league, but he's new to Georgia.
Roberts is going now for 26.
Wow, what a night.
And Georgia knocks off a ranked team.
Great win for the Bulldogs at home to start the SEC play.
Which was a fantastic game, Missouri, Arkansas. And we know Mike White going back to Florida.
With one possession away from a win at Oklahoma, a win against Auburn, and a win against A&M. But you've got to make sure those...
Only 1 second on that shot clock.
And there's...
Roberts catch, shoots 3 on the shot clock, and buries the 3. Oh, Terry Roberts stepping back and hammering home a three.
They ran the score off the pressure. There's nothing about Roberts. Just turn the corner and have the easy shot cutter.
That's right.
A couple open shots. They still didn't shoot the ball well from three-point land. Only 3 of 12. So a mixture thing. But I did.
And they didn't look back. They were down as many as 13 here in that first half. The basketball. Roberts with those 14 points. Bridges 2,000.
Jump things up. Tolu Smith. Mississippi State in the Road Blacks. Georgia in the home whites underway in Athens, GA. And the opening tap controlled by the Dogs of Georgia. Mississippi State known for its defense. One of the top lockdown teams in America. Only giving up 56 points per. Roberts an open look. That's a three. 1-on-2. The dump off. And a layup. Moncrief the bucket.
Well done by George getting on track
tonight. I said, if you score 57 tonight, that may be enough. That could do it.
Really, I do want to emphasize, you're talking two teams that care about defense.
Roberts back on the court, buries another three.
Again,
We'll see what happens tonight. 4-point lead on the road.
In the start to this second half, everything's been at the rim for them.
Roberts, that's a goaltend. Count the bucket. He's got 12 as well early in his career. So the conversations were a little different before that game. Fans, everybody else. Terry Roberts, a different finisher
and he delivered. One-on-one in the block.
Roberts will feed Bridges. Against McNair, the left-hander. Connects. Already has Mississippi State in the field for 68 right now. It's a 10 seed. Spin by Roberts. Dump off Moncrief. Roberts dropping dimes now in our
arena for a showdown between a much improved Georgia team and the Kentucky Wildcats. We're 3-1 in conference under Mike White, the former Florida Gator coach. Sheboygan jumps against Matthew Alexander Moncrief, and it's Georgia that controls it. Our K Jewelers lineup starts with Terry.
They are guard-dominated ball club. Zero-in Roberts is the main guy. So good off the bounce, and there it is.
Great example right by Wallace and Roberts, who is averaging 20 in SEC. Big get for us. Freshman out of North Amityville, New York.
If you can't guard the ball against Georgia, you're in.
They want to get you in foul trouble. You have to stay down and stay disciplined. He sat Chris Livingston as Georgia gets an alley-oop there. They sacked Chris Livingston because he didn't.
Jimmy, Kentucky has 6 offensive rebounds. Georgia has 1. And the body by Roberts is used there. He forced Reeves away, and then he hit the floater. Yeah. Wheeler the other way quickly. Good hands. Reeves is open at the top of the key. They don't see him, and Frederick is spread out on the other side. Wheeler will try to that one-hand shot, and it's hard to control the basketball. 40 seconds to go there. Kansas by 1, 82-81. How good is Roberts with the basketball? Throws it up with the little running hook shot.
Ravi, he's the magician with the ball.
In action tonight, and they beat Mississippi State by 11, 70-59. Wheeler gets called.
Rode the hip of Roberts, and Owen Short with the call.
Knocks him down.
And to your point, you can't foul Georgia. What are they now? They made, what, 37 out
on you, and Jay Billis were terrific.
Just two guys talking ball.
That's all it was. Roberts with the left.
So
boy,
good,
is he
man.
impressive.
He can go right, he can go left. He is probably the best change of tough cover. Hard to guard.
Both of those. Teammates with Aquindo at Florida Southwestern for Portal. And every opposing coach says about Roberts, real deal. And he has been that again in 14 minutes. 4 of 6 from the floor. He launches a 3. Right on the money. He's got 13.
He's averaging 20 in SEC.
Watch the defender try to set himself.
And with 2:15 to go in the first half. He's been better off just completely bailing out of the way as opposed to backpedaling and didn't get.
What did Mike White tell us earlier today? If C.J. Frederick gets an open 3, he's going to lose his mind.
Yeah.
Wide open underneath. M.A. Moncrief for the flush.
Kentucky cannot guard Georgia man-to-man in this.
In and out. He's having a rough time shooting tonight. Is C.J. Frederick. He's 0 for 4.
Man, Reeves and Frederick, they got to make shots. That's their #1 job description. This
kid's
a
dagger right there. Roberts knocks down a 3. Mike. It's no one else is in double figures, and this is Roberts. And he lost the ball for a second and then threw it up, and he drew the foul, so he'll go to the free throw line.
On the glass right now to the tune of 30-18. Kentucky
game. Frederick goes to the bench. Livingston.
Joe Lindsay sprinting on the side in position to make the call. Well, he's got some shake, does he?
He does, and he's got some bake as he knocks down a 3. 5 big points. He's got 21.
And he starts. Roberts just blew a shoe, and he put it back on. How talented was that?
Bad pass there. Good defense, too. Anselm, he had it. And Wheeler tried to throw it to him. Roberts. This time he kicks. And a 3 is knocked down. Good extra pass, Justin Hill. His career high is 26. He did that at Bradley and also against Auburn this season. High flying Wallace throws it down.
Yeah, sometimes you have to attack back.
They do. A Quindo attack back and some rim rattlers. Kentucky very, very hot here.
In this league, that'll be really damn hard.
Draw a line. At some point, you just have to draw a dadgum line.
1 second on the shot clock, and out of the break, they get a layup. There was
time to tip off some Wednesday night SEC basketball. We come your way from Knoxville, Tennessee, where the 4th-ranked Volunteers look to stretch out their 2-game winning streak against the Georgia Bulldogs, a club that's lost 2-0 after a great start in conference play, but 3-3 overall. One of the reasons Georgia has turned things around this year is because of this guy, Terry Roberts.
Yeah, Terry Roberts, Dave, has become the leader, the transfer from Bradley of this squad. Surprisingly, maybe not. He averages nearly 20 points a game in SEC play. He's tough, he's physical with the basketball, and will have to be tonight. And if we think about Tennessee, Zakai Ziegler has been fantastic in the last 2 ball games. In the starting position, nearly 18 points, 7 assists, 2.5 steals in the game, and nearly 39 minutes per game. Rick Barnes has given him the leadership out front. He's done it offensively, and we know what he does on the defensive end.
And with some illness surrounding this Tennessee team, Jackson Eder checking into the game. He has not played in a while for Georgia. And getting an early run here in the first half with Mike White trying to find a combination here that will hold on to the basketball.
Eder, tough kid, hasn't played in the last 7. Played a lot of games last season. Outside shooter, face-up shooter, good defender. Shooter.
Oh, Abdul Rahim was feeling it on Saturday in Athens when he hit a career-high 5 threes and led Georgia with 21, and he stays hot. Hits his first 3 tonight. Here's Roberts. Nice pass. Eder, corner 3. Won't go. Roberts, another rebound.
Boy, catch and release. Oh. Man, I tell you what, he is on fire.
Abdul Rahim with a second 3.
Roberts with basketball. Nearly 20 scoreless in the first half.
Roberts finally on the board. It took 20 minutes for him to get in the scorebook, but he does so with that basket. We talk a lot about this Tennessee club, but Georgia's dramatically changed from where they were a year ago. They were 338th last year in scoring defense. They're 83rd now. There's Roberts.
Tough shot, individual move.
A little 1-3-1 half court of their own.
Here's McBride again. We got Roberts at the free throw line trying to get him the ball. They do so. Alley-oop. Oh, that worked well for Georgia.
That's a weakness against any zone. Short corners. Free throw. Yeah, you can see Roberts with the alley-oop to Anselm getting inside that zone at the free throw line. Big man comes up over the top and Now more penetration from the zone. Dropping it from deep. Got us a good one. The shots are going to start going, and they're going to look like a totally different team.
8 points and 5 rebounds already for Brown, and that's where I'd go if I was Georgia. M.A. Moncrief now up to I am the help. That's what I do. I bring that kind of effort that Hayden Brown's brought tonight. That's what I do.
All I know is
don't I look like an offensive rebounder?
You do. I would set picks and get you into the low box all day long.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about, Coach Klein. Hey, listen, Georgia's got to get these guys going. I mean, it was a struggle in Knoxville for both of them. And listen, everybody's going to struggle against that defense. So, but you got to answer the bell when you come back home. And tonight, Roberts and Oquendo just haven't got it going.
Look.
Carter has that one blocked. Roberts. McBride, can he make it 4? Yes, he can!
Great job by Roberts, driving the ball and not driving it in the net. Well, you can see Roberts here driving it. Nothing there. Don't force a bad one. Trust your teammates. Get your feet under you. Pivot. Start looking